ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stardom Review. I am your co-host Andre C. Right over here, it's the angry princess tonight. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
I'm ready to throw hands. I'm not even gonna lie. Like next mamma jamma that just comes in my face, I'm just gonna. I'm in a fighting mood today. It's been a bad day. I hit a bird and killed a bird on my way home from the gym. I'm in the basement because my whole second floor is kind of uprooted, destroyed, and just looking like crap right now. And we've got like 3 fans going for the next 3 days, so that's gonna be fun. How are you doing?
Better than you, obviously. I'm doing great because I'm a day as we record this. It's a Tuesday night. I'm a day and change away from playing AEW Fight Forever. I'm super excited for video games coming up soon, so I'm very happy right now. Watched some great Stardom wrestling over this last day and a half. Getting very pumped to watch the Stardom Sunshine show, which we were going to probably review next on this channel. I'm very excited to watch because I have the pay-per-view version of it. I'm super excited to watch that. So, but we are here to talk, as it says in the title, the June 11th Stardom show, featuring an 10-person elimination tag in the main event between Oedo Tai and Queen's Quest, in really a lead up to their giant cage match at Stardom Sunshine.
Mm-hmm. Was a heck of a match, man. We got to get into it because that match is going to be something we want to talk about too.
Oh heck yeah! I can't wait. So but yeah, Stardom Sunshine kind of later this week, but we're here to talk about June 11th, and we're get into it right now. But before I actually start the match, I want to thank all of you, ladies and gentlemen, for supporting us. All the great subs. We've gone up a few more subs. I really do appreciate all this support. Please like the videos, comment down below. We love hearing from you guys. Common Ground MPG, loving hearing from you. Every show you drop something, and we love to hear from you. Thank you so very much. The more the merrier. We want to talk to all of you about professional wrestling, so please do. And please like I said, like video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, because you get alerted every time we go live, or not go live because we don't go live, but every time we drop a new video you'll get a notification. So definitely
we've gone live a few times. It's just been like 2 a.m. so
yeah,
we won't have high expectations.
I think going forward, any more lives are going to be on OLEs, so yeah. So we are going to talk about the June 11th Stardom show. We started off a three-way match: Momo, Kohgo, Aya, Sakura, and Hanako. Triple test of strength at the start. Then Aya and Hanako team up and double team Momo Kohgo. But Hanako ends up trying to steal an early pin, and I ain't having none of that shit. And just starts hitting her with multiple drop kicks again. Hanako with an airplane spin to Momo, and then hitting Aya just keeps hitting her with the legs of Momo Kohgo. Actually, really good. Momo getting the tiger feint kick to Hanako, but then gets rolled up by Aya for 2, and then they end up trading a bunch of roll-ups. The ending comes, though, big super kick by Momo to Aya, and she gets the 2, follows it up with a twisting butterfly neckbreaker called Peach Nade. I actually really like the name. It's out of nowhere, and I love it.
Yeah.
The Peach Nade. It's a lifting butterfly twisting neckbreaker, and gets the win on Aya Sakura. Momo Kohgo coming out the victor, and out of the 3, it's kind of who I expected to win this.
Yeah, the same. Yeah, Aya and Hanako are both fairly new in here. I would say the young lions, if you will, of this kind of company right now. I really enjoyed the sportsmanship start here. I don't really expect them not to be sportsmen like at this stage of the game, especially Hanako and Aya just coming into the company. But Momo Kohgo, a part of Stars, I mean, they're known for their cutesy niceness and their sportsmanship. So I really enjoyed the handshakes at the beginning there. There was one point where Hanako was actually, when they were doing their tag team on Momo, where Hanako was actually using Aya as a battering ram. She just kind of picked her up and was kicking Momo. I think she did some kind of drop kick on her while she was holding her, and then she just yeeted Aya off to the side, and I thought that was a really nice move. I enjoyed that little spot there. Aya's kicks, super good. Definitely feeling that she has a spot on God's Eye with their kind of MMA karate background there. Her roundhouse kick was really cool. I think she did that on Momo. Yeah, on Momo. That
think
it
so.
was
Yeah.
really, really, really good. Yeah. Other than that, Momo really did come back strong at the end of that. Really, really broke down Aya and took out Hanako and pinning her. I really enjoyed this. This was a solid opener.
Yeah, and you really get to showcase Hanako's power in this, really
Mhm,
getting a dominating presence in this match. Really showing how, because again, she's a big girl.
mhm.
Really getting to show that off. I really did like that. So we are going to move on to the next match. Evening. It is Hazuki versus Yuna Mizumori. Your favorite. You're one of your favorites, the Pineapple Girl, the Pineapple, whatever
Mhm.
you want to call her.
I
I
look
love the
at
sunglasses.
her.
Well, I love the sunglasses. Can't go wrong with sunglasses like that. Um,
Oh, she's a joy and a treasure. She just comes out with this just boundless energy that, like, I know she's part of the Neo Stardom army, but like, she doesn't act Neo
she
Stardom army ish.
I would call her Neo Stardom adjacent.
Yeah, like, I mean, Power Passion Pineapple was a pretty dominant force. We're not gonna lie in that.
Oh, great! They were a great team.
Yeah, but I don't know. It just seems like Yuna has a more bubbly personality than what Nane and you kind of have. That also being said, though, like you is pretty colorful also, so
Yeah,
kind of fits in
but
there pretty good.
that's just somebody. I'll admit, that's somebody who I'm missing right now is you. Again, we haven't seen her in a good little bit.
Yeah, follow her Instagram. She's always posting stuff.
Yeah, no,
But
but
this one I felt was really, really interesting. I didn't realize that Hazuki changed her music. And I'm not
did
gonna
you?
lie, I don't like it.
I
I
skipped
definitely
the
like the
emphasis.
saxophone bit better. I don't know. I felt it gets me going a lot better than this one. When this music started, I was like, "Who is this?" And she came
Hmm.
out, and I was like, "Oh, wow,
Yeah,
oh well." Um, doesn't take away from her wrestling. I mean, she's a freaking beast in that ring,
no,
and she really fed it to Yuna in this match. The face wash kick combo with Hazuki, always a treasure to see. Yuna fought really, really hard against Suzuki, and Hazuki is just one of those. She's almost like Saki Kashima. She's one of those girls who's just insanely resilient. She just will not go down without a fight, and I absolutely loved it. The Yuna was always pulling off those crossbodies throughout this match, trying to keep Hazuki down. Andre, what do you think of this one?
I thought a really good match because it's a really good spot. Yuna ends up like doing the slingshot over, but then rolls through with it into the Boston Crab and then
Mm-hmm.
transitions to single leg. I thought the flow of that was absolutely phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Hazuki ends up like cutting Yuna off on the ropes and just hits this like hangman style DDT out of the ropes, just like
Mm-hmm.
absolutely vicious. It's a beautiful lung blower at one point and gets a two count and then gets two count. But she immediate transition from the pin into the crossface is absolutely like this is why this girl is
Oh,
so
so good,
good.
so
It's
good.
her transitions, everything. We're trading forearms at one point. When they're smashing into their face. It just both look so intense, just rocking each other with the forearms.
Mm-hmm.
Um, in the end, though, Hazuki ends up reversing a move. Was going for a move, I'm not sure what it was, into the crossface and transitioning into a chicken wing hold, which you don't see a lot from Hazuki. So she's adding new things to her repertoire, and she gets the tap out win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed
Yeah,
seeing the chicken wing again. It's been a hot minute since I've seen someone utilize the chicken wing.
yeah. Again, I think uh, what during Fred Rosser's the last one I know to do it because he
Yeah.
did get it from Backland and he has used it in New Japan Strong.
Hmm.
I think he's the only person I've ever really seen use it in the last long while.
Yeah. Yeah. Because the villain was the other one, but like he hasn't been mainstream for a hot minute.
Yeah, we don't talk about villains anymore, you know. Jokingly, I don't know. We don't usually talk about that villain anymore.
Honey, I'm in my villain era. We're going to talk all about it.
Your villain, but that villain, no. We move on. Third match of the evening. It's Donna Del Mondo's Maika and Thekla taking on Club Venus' Mariah May and Xena. Me and Mel were messaging earlier today and both
Hmm.
going, "Oh my god, this match was amazing!" Like she messaged me how
Yeah.
much she loved the match, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is
Hmm.
one of the two matches I took probably the most notes for." I thought Xena and Mariah have an absolute great chemistry together. I
Hmm.
think they work so well together in that ring.
Hmm.
Same with Maika and Thekla. Like and just as opposing forces, DDM like and Clavinus, like they were such great opponents in this. I don't know.
Hmm.
It just everybody seemed to have a flow. Love the posing on the ropes and the girls doing the thing to get the fists together.
Oh
Uh,
yes, a little.
doing the fists together, and then like holding it, like hanging, like grabbing to the and like hanging
Oh yeah,
back.
when they hung, yeah,
That was
that was
great. I
good.
love that. Mariah May playing with the ref when she's getting checked, and she's like, "Woo!" kicking her leg and
Oh, she
everything.
always does that.
I love it. Just again, you don't always see it, but I saw it this time, and it was just cute to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It is. It adds to her character
oh yeah, it's very much. She's very playful. She's very like it's yeah.
before
Um,
she messes you up.
yeah, pretty much. Xena getting a super sidewalk slam spin.
Mm-hmm.
And
On
then
Maika.
Club Venus, yeah, onto Maika, and Club Venus hit the sandwich drop kicks, and then Xena
Mm-hmm.
ends up slamming Maika. Then May slams, then Mary May slams Thekla on top of Maika, and then Xena just grabs May and slams her on top of Maika.
There was so much screaming at that point.
May, I
So
don't
much
think Mariah,
screaming.
like the way Mariah May acted, she's like, "Oh my god, what's happening?" And I was just like, "Are
Yeah, I
you
don't
sure?" I'm
think it
like,
was like a planned thing. It was just like a you go first and then you go first. And she was kind of like, wait, what? It
I
was
laughed
great.
so hard when she did that, and Mariah May's reaction was so good.
Mm-hmm.
Great Rana by Mariah May to Micah, but she ends up fighting back, and Micah hits a beautiful snap power slam to Mariah May there.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Um, yeah, Thekla and May trading the forearms. It just looks so good. And then Mariah May hits like a sling blade type move, but Thekla comes right back with a spear, and then they're both just like laid out like you can see them both just like it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful satellite DDT by Thekla to Xena at one point. Like Thekla just she impresses me so much. Like
Mm-hmm.
her style, her in ring ability. She's so quick, but she's so crisp with everything she does. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely phenomenal. Xena hits a big lariat for two, then hits like this ripcord like swinging belly to belly slam, like where she like
Mm-hmm.
ripcord her out, pulled her in, and then like pulled her to one side, and then swung her around, and then came down and like a twisting like black hole slam, belly to belly side slam. It was really cool. I really liked it, but Thekla ended up breaking that one up and gets a super kick, and Mike gets her off the shoulder twisting neck breaker for two. In the end, though, Xena hits a super kick to Micah, but Micah comes back, hits an inside out, or sorry, hits like just this inside out close and just rocking Xena and
Oh
his
yeah, she
submission.
lawn chaired her.
Oh yeah,
100%.
and then rocks her with a Michinoku Driver 2 and gets the win. But then the two teams just like like getting in each other's faces, staring down after the match was absolutely phenomenal. Like
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving these two teams right here.
And the ending kind of like it confused me a little bit because it kind of came out of nowhere. Everyone was kind of like, "Yay, we're having fun, we're wrestling, yay, stardom!" And then suddenly, as soon as the match ended, it was like, "Y'all suck. We don't like
Mm,
you anymore." And it was
pretty
just
much.
the bird for everybody, and then the audience was just, "Ooh, what's going on?"
Mm,
We don't know. We don't even know. We speak the language. Um, Micah's arm, that right arm of hers, heavily, heavily wrapped from pretty much the neck down to the elbow. She's been working hard, this woman, this last couple of
mm,
years. Needs to rest that arm. I get worried seeing that much tape. And it was
mm-hmm.
so tight, like you could see the extra kind of like stuff underneath it. It's like, eek, what does she do? Well, she's
Yeah.
lariating the hell out of people. That's what. Um, yeah, I'm hoping that doesn't become a problem in the Cinderella tournament. Um, yeah.
Hope not.
Uh, no. Let's see here. You said that. Thekla taunting Mariah a lot throughout this one. Maybe that's kind of where the kind of animosity at the end kind of came from there because it didn't seem to be like Xena was just seeming to be like, you're mucking with my friend, so I'm a muck with you back. Most of the tension seemed to be specifically between Thekla and Mariah, which is a feud I've been asking for the last little while. Just give it to me already. Um, what do I have here? The kicks that she was feeding Mariah, really, really, really amazing. But there was one kick that she did where she just it was almost like it was like an uppercut, but with her foot, where she just caught Mariah under the chin and Mariah's head just snapped back. I actually had the workers who were working upstairs come down and ask me if I was okay because I went, "Oh my god!" And they thought that something happened to me. Um, yeah, Thekla is just, she's a treasure.
She's
This woman
awesome.
is everything that I want to be. She's got the build I want. She's got the confidence I want. She's got the swagger I want. She's got the hair I want. Like, I don't know if I want the job. I don't want to get thrown around. I have a problem with being hit in the face. But yeah, she's just freaking amazing. The trade-off between Thekla and Mariah with the forearms, where they were just going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. It was just oof. Yeah, it was a power for power. Thekla might be a tiny little girl, but that doesn't take away from her. She's jacked. She's gonna wallop you pretty good.
Oh yeah.
What else do I have? You said that. The chops between Maika and Xena. Um, Xena can freaking get some great heckin' noise off of Maika there. You can see from the picture, her chest is pretty much covered up by clothing. The claps, the noise, the slap, and the reaction she was getting out of Maika was just, oof, ouch, kabibbles. That woman is just pure power. If you follow her on
Mm-hmm.
Twitter and Instagram, you can see her workout stuff. She's always working out with Waka. You seen that lately? Working out with
Yeah, I
Waka.
have. Oh yeah,
Making
I'm
Waka
following
sexy.
Xena. I'm following Xena's Twitter. I'm following her Twitter. That's for sure.
Oh dear, oh dear.
I got liked by her today for a comment I put under one of her things. So I'm happy. I'm very happy.
hmm So anyway, Maika punishing Xena after some back and forth between these two. She yeeted um, Maika around though. Xena getting her hands on Maika and just tossing her around. It was crazy because Maika's usually the one doing the tossing. Maika's
hmm
usually the powerhouse. So it was scary for me because she's one of my favorites. Seeing her kind of being yeeted around there. Um, Xena tried to fight off Maika for a little bit, unable to do so coming into that ending, though. Maika just too powerful, too smart. But then also you had Thekla, who kept coming in and saving Maika, Maika saving Thekla. As you mentioned, these two teams were helping each other out. The unification that both these teams had are very, very good. These two teams kind of almost embody what I would like to see factions doing for each other.
Yeah.
Like, because their factions are already in their corner, giving them water and all that stuff. But like the way they work together, I feel it's that top shelf kind of stuff.
Oh, very
That's all
much
I
so.
have on that.
So we move on. It's Cosmic Angels, Natsupoi and Tam Nakano melt here, taking on Club Venus's Mina Shirakawa, Waka. Big difference in the entrances, I'll tell you on this one, because Cosmic Angels coming out and just doing this big elaborate dance in the ring.
Yeah, I was gonna say this was the first time they did their dancing, but that's that new song that they sang.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, Can I be honest though? It's not the best Cosmic Angels dance that I've seen. It's
No, but
adorable, and I like the music, and it exemplifies what the Cosmic Angels are, but it's just not my favorite.
no,
That's just
I
not.
really, but I'm impressed by this the timing and the ability to just work as well as you can with that on top of getting ready for a wrestling match. Absolutely phenomenal.
Tam Nakano has ballet training,
I know, I
and
understand.
Natsupoi also has dance training. So yeah,
No, no,
it
but
makes
it's
sense that
just
they would be able to do that pretty easily with their training and experience. And
just
Waka just
impressive.
walking and walking
When
into the
that's
ring
point,
while Mina's doing her little thingamajiggy.
just
Yeah,
that's all she's doing.
Waka,
While Mina's doing
girl,
the whole TV dance. So it's just like Jesus.
Waka. Let a Melball teach you.
Yeah,
Like I got it. I can
you
do
got it
it.
down. We're gonna have a video of that pretty darn soon. We're gonna
Yes,
be
we
hanging out with
are.
Melball this coming Friday. So we're gonna get a
Let's hope
video
we
of that.
get Melball on Club Venus. I
hmm
might not have the boobies, but I got the biceps.
There you go. Yeah, don't know how to go from there.
You answered that pretty quick.
Yeah, I just didn't know what to do. Mina doing the intro as always, calling the Moonlight Fantasy Waka Tsukiyama and the Venus Shirakawa.
Mhm.
Just I thought the back I took it's hard to take notes on some of this stuff. There's a lot of striking kick.
Mhm.
You can see that a lot out of Natsupoi and Tam. But
I'm Mina now.
the one spot where like there was like the stomping between Waka and Nat at the start, and then they start
Mhm.
trying to like karate chop each other, and then like Nat drops down and like karate chops her in the tummy, Waka in the tummy. It was just funny. I'm just like it was just a stupid funny thing.
Yeah, it was a little silly.
I really did. I found it funny. Nat getting a beautiful bow and arrow stretch onto Waka looked
Mhm.
really good.
Mhm.
Mina ends up stopping a double team by Cosmic Angels with a huge lariat to Tam Nakano, then hits
Mhm.
the kneecap drop kick to Natsupoi. Yeah, Mina and Tam trading strikes in there at one point. Tam just unloads on Mina, but
Mhm.
Mina comes back with that spinning forearm. But then gets a super kick. Then Mina hits that like a modified tiger suplex. Like just these two hate each other. Like I think there's respect there in a way, but they hate each other at the same time. Like
Mhm.
we'll get to it after the match. But Jesus, um, Club Venus they end up double teaming Tam, and Waka hits an Oblivion out of the corner, and then the cross jacket slam. Um, but Waka goes to do the cross jacket in the on the corner, but
Mhm.
then she gets stopped by Nat, and then she gets snap married off the top, and that looked rough when she came down.
Mhm.
It didn't look like as pretty as like normally does. Like if somebody fall off top, always just like ooh, but it looked like she fell
Mhm.
just like thump instead of like the hit. It was just like a thump. I was like, ugh. And then they hit the double flip neck breaker to Waka. Mina hits a spinning back fist, and Waka hits a tiger roll up on Tam for two. Uh, the end of this comes the dual bridging Germans by Cosmic Angels. Tam gets two on Waka. Then Cosmic Angels hit the double super kick to Waka, and Tam gets another two. Then she hits the bridging tiger suplex and gets the win. So I thought really fun match between both of these teams. But like after the match, I think is where it all came to a head. Or Nat's checking on Waka, and then she goes just in her face. Like she just blows in her face. I'm like,
Mhm.
what the was that? And then Mina gets in Tam's face, and they're jaw jacking each other, and she just hauls off and slaps Tam. I'm like, yeah, slap Tam. That's right. She stole your belt. But yeah, I just I was just like, God damn, there is no love lost between these two teams. Like it seemed when they broke up back was in a couple months ago.
Mhm.
It seemed very much like we're going our own way, but I still have respect for you. But now it just seems like it's broken down to like especially since like Mina losing the title to Tam, it's kind of broken into this like I hate you thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it's just
And I'm gonna say it's Tam's fault. It is Tam's fault. Mina bowed out gracefully from Cosmic Angels. She gave Waka the choice to stay or go.
Mhm.
She did not turn on her team,
Mhm.
Natsupoi, and cost them the match, Natsupoi. She completed the match. She was honorable. She was
Yeah.
dignified. She was loyal. Tam is the one who is taking it a little personally. She was upset. You guys abandoned me. And then she had those couple shows where she didn't come out and dancing and she was just moody broody. And that's fine. I mean, I get it. Everyone just kind of abandoned you. It is what it is. But like at that point, Mina was kind of floundering a little bit in Cosmic Angels, as was Waka. Tam was
Mhm.
doing great. Natsupoi was doing great. But everyone else was kind of being pushed to the side. So for me, yeah, you're absolutely right. There is some animosity there. And I definitely feel that based on what we've seen, it's kind of the double champion's fault. Um, what else do I have here? I'm getting really sick of seeing Waka lose to the Cosmic Angels.
Me too.
I just
I am
I'm
quite am.
After her win, she should start to be picking up more. And she's just, it was like they had that story and it closed, and now she's back to jobber Waka, and I don't agree with that. She has a very, very good talent. She has stepped up so good. Why are you laughing?
No, it makes me think of geek stuff when you said I think of Jabberwocky, but
Oh, no, no. Yeah,
sorry. That's
she has so much talent. She's doing so well, and she puts so much of herself into
yeah,
this sport and into her look, her aesthetic. She puts so much into it. I would like to see her being rewarded a little bit more. I mean, there's no
yeah,
reason why she can't pick up wins against people like Miyu Amasaki, Rina, Hina. There's no reason. So I'd like to see it a little bit more because it will make her a little bit more believable. Because you do always
yeah.
have to have that fall guy on the team, and I get that in the Club Venus right now, there's probably Waka. However, Bushi wins matches.
He does.
So, if Bushi can win matches, Waka can win matches also. They make it happen, Gato.
I think maybe
Um,
she's gotten a couple wins since her big win against Anane. One?
one. It's
Yeah.
not enough. It's not enough.
No.
She needs to be winning more. They need to book her better because she could be one of those people with her bilingualism. She could be an easily translatable character to come to North America with this exchange with NJBW Strong. So
Mhm.
we have to build her up in the same way that we're building Momo. And Momo is pretty much in the similar spot that Waka is in Stars. So there's
Mhm.
absolutely no reason why we can't have Waka getting to that level where she could be potentially challenging for the NJPW Women's Strong Championship also.
Yeah, I agree.
Um,
I very much agree with that.
yeah, as you mentioned, there's a lot of emotion in this match, obviously, between all
Mhm.
four of these women. Um, the behavior of Poi post match. I've been telling you I don't like her behavior. At this point, just freaking heel turn the Cosmic Angels. They're not acting like a face team. They're
No.
acting like snooty bitches. And if you're gonna have snooty bitches, just turn them into the mean girls. Have them be the mean girls of stardom, but like don't market them like I'm so cute. Bye. Bye bye. No, you're sitting here blowing in this girl's face, shoving her, spitting on her. Like, no. It's not a fairy behavior. She's not acting ferial. She's acting like a dark fairy. And I think she should start dressing more like a dark fairy and kind of
Like
advertising
an
herself
evil
more like.
pixie.
You've already got the evil pixie in WWE with Candice LeRae.
Yeah, let's get a good one though.
Excuse you? Excuse you?
You heard me.
Candice LeRae is a tremendous talent. How dare you?
Her character sucks, but okay. Well,
I mean, the character sucks, but she's a tremendous talent.
I didn't say she wasn't. Just her character sucks.
Well,
Let's create a better pixie. Waka, the evil pixie.
no, Natsupoi. Waka is the good fairy. She should take over the ferial thing. Poi needs to start doing the evil stuff because she's no longer believable to me as the cheerleader. No, she's not a she's a I mean, it is what it is. She's not being cute. It's not a
Oh
look.
god,
It's not a vibe.
you're just it's just the best thing. Oh, thank you.
That
Made
was
me feel
tame.
so good. Made me feel so good. We move on to 6-woman tag. It stars Hazuki, Mayu Iwatani, and Saida taking on God's Eyes, Amisure, Mirai, and Syuri. Um, Syuri got brand new gear going on.
I thought so too. I thought it looked like Maika's. Like very samurai
Very
inspired.
familiar. Very
Mm-hmm.
familiar. I really
I
did
liked it.
like it. Ida and Ami trading the chops early, and Ami getting the speed chop. And when they're chopping back and forth, they were going quick.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ami's
Mm-hmm.
getting the speed chops, but Ida comes back with the running double chop. Like I love the chops. I love, especially from Ida and Ami. I think both those two are just absolute phenomenal choppers.
Mm-hmm.
Syuri's in at one point. She kicks Ida in the back, and that just looked like goddamn she was hit with a rocket. Like
Oh yeah.
goddamn.
When Syuri kicks you in the back, your soul exits your mouth for a little bit and then comes back in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not fun.
Mayu hits the double. Maya's in at one. Mayu Iwatani's in at one point, and she hits the double springboard arm drag to Syuri and Ami. Then her and Koguma hit the low drop kicks into the ropes. Great little sequence there. Syuri with a DDT suplex, and then follows it up with a kick to the spine to I think it was Mayu Iwatani. I didn't write down who it was because I'm dumb and not good at my notes. But goddamn, those kicks are just fudge. I don't think there's many people that kick harder than her. Even in the men in New Japan, I don't think there's many that kick harder than her. Like maybe Suzuki. Again,
I was going to say maybe Suzuki, maybe Zack Sabre Jr.
Because again, Suzuki, like Syuri, has the shoot fight background. He fought in shoot fighting, so like he's got real kicks, and they hurt.
Who did we see the other day? We saw someone recently feed someone a real nasty kick.
Oh, Shibata.
Right.
I can't believe
so maybe it was Red Narita I was thinking of because I haven't seen Shibata in an NSW ring for a bit until.
No, but on Forbidden Door we saw Shibata hit a stick PK.
But I'm saying in a video we were actually reviewed together.
Oh yeah.
we mentioned that there was someone who
Narita. Probably Narita.
Probably Narita.
Yeah. The triple wheelbarrow double face buster combo by Stars. They hit it to Mirai, looked really good. Then Koguma hitting that top rope drop kick for 2. Mirai, the lariats. Holy shit, this girl is rival. Like her and Maika are going to have to get into a rivalry about their lariats because it's going to be like it's going to have a match at some point. Who has the better lariat? That's what it's going to be.
Are they in the same Cinderella thing? We'll find that out later. While you look at that, I'll talk about the things that I had to say about this. First of all, look at the image. How cool is it? I love how Mayu and Ami wear the championships kind of like a sash as opposed to a belt. It's really classy. Really
they're in the same block.
Oh,
they're gonna battle the lariats.
Yes. Mayu had a really tiny tail today, and for whatever reason, I found it absolutely hilarious. Because she usually has one that's like at least this long and it hangs downwards so it actually legitimately looks like a tail. This one was like this long and it looked like a big fuzzy red wiener sticking out of the back of her butt. It was really funny though, because when she ran, it just kind of like, it was really funny. I thought it kind of worked. When Syuri and Mayu got into the ring together, holy shenanigans. These two were taking it to each other like they were in some kind of championship match. I absolutely loved it. Mayu, she doesn't pull, but she certainly doesn't hit as hard when she's like going against Mirai or Ami. They're just kind of having that wrestling match. With Syuri, it was almost like, I want to rock your face. And they were, and it was great. I did feel this one was a little lengthy, though. Like, it kind of felt like it drug a little bit. There was one part kind of close to the beginning that made me think, oh, we might be closing out soon here. When all of God's Eye put all of Stars there in their various little submissions. And all 3 of them were just standing there like, yay, we rock. And the ref had to count them out and stuff. I was like, oh, we're coming to the finish. This is a pretty quick one. But no, there was at least another 10 minutes after that.
Well, it would have been the longest match up to this point on the card.
Yeah. It
felt
3 or 4
long.
Minutes. It felt a little long. The end was pretty fun for me, though. I was surprised that Koguma took the pin on this one.
I like that because, again, like when you're looking at the team, you're expecting,
Iida.
Because, again, you look at all 6 people, there's one person that stands out like a thumb as the young girl of it all, right? Mm-hmm. It's Iida. Like, she's the least experienced of all of them. And you're like, oh, so Iida's here to eat a pin. But no, I really like it's like Koguma ate the pin. And again, that might be building something for her and Koguma for Mariah and Koguma going forward. It might be a little rivalry building there, which I am
Are
very
they
okay
in
with.
the same block? I
Again,
don't
I'm
think they are. I
pulling it.
think Kagoma's in the other one.
I think Koguma's in the red block. Sorry, this is very bad video. I'm looking at a thing not even on my computer. Koguma. Why am I missing Koguma on here?
I mean, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Is Koguma even in this?
I don't know. I honestly
don't
haven't looked
see
at
her.
it in a few days.
Yeah, I got
We
the
should
picture
finish
that you
reviewing the
brought.
match, though.
Yeah, I don't see Koguma on there. Maybe I'm just going crazy, but yeah. In the end, they hit a dual facebuster slam by Mirai and Ami, and Mirai hits that inside out running lariat for 2, then hits the running jumping lariat to Koguma and gets the win. Syuri chases Mayu Iwatani to the back after the match. It's so dumb. It was so dumb.
Well, I mean, do we maybe have a potential challenger wanting to challenge for the IWGP Women's Championship there?
Finally.
I've been itching to see another challenge for Mayu. So do I think that Syuri could do it? Hey, maybe. I mean, I've been critical of her most recent red belt title run. She kind of felt like Sonata. She kind of felt like she lost something there. Maybe having a title like the IWGP Women's Championship that you don't have to defend too often and could give her an opportunity to, as Giulia is, and as Hazuki and Azumi did, give that opportunity to kind of be brought to a more NJPW or North American audience. I think Syuri would be tremendous. Wouldn't it be something that people would expect? Because she does look deceptively small, but then she comes in here and kicks your soul out your body.
Yeah, and she does have some English because again, I've seen her from UFC interviews and stuff. She not great at it, but she does speak some English. So it's not like she'd be completely out to water coming over here. She could cut some foreign wrestler promo, like broken English promos. Like really, you could, and yeah, like you can do that.
100%, and she'd be easy to translate over. She's got the experience. She's got that nastiness with that MMA background. She can wrestle so good. But then look at her. She's a beautiful woman. Like, she'd be easy to market over here.
And really, you put her with Don Callis, it could be fire.
Fuck you.
I had to. No, I'm joking. I'm completely joking.
If I could reach through the camera. Mamma jamma.
We move on to the semi-main event. It is Seira and Suzuki taking on Donna Del Mondo's Giulia and Maya Sakurai. When Seira came out and she was like showing off her wrist tape. I love the little chibi art that's on her wrist tape.
The little witch?
She's like little chibi art on that's drawn
cute.
on her wrist tape.
Yeah,
I really liked it. Yeah, and then Suzuki and Giulia start the match, and then you can clearly hear the crowd chanting for Giulia. It's clear, like they're chanting Giulia, like and Suzuki looks kind of like whatever, screw you. Yeah, I don't care that you're cheering for you. It's just the way she was kind of like great transitioning between Giulia and Suzuki, with Giulia really getting the dominance on the mat and like having the one-upmanship on Suzu. When she was trying to do something, she could reverse it and getting out of whatever Suzuki was doing. I thought really good. And Maya comes in the ring. She ends up slamming Giulia onto Seira. I thought that was a good little spot. Beautiful Northern Light suplex by Giulia to Seira there. Really nice spot there. Big strikes landing when Giulia and Suzu are back in the ring. They're just striking the hell out of each other, and Suzu ends up gets Giulia caught up in the ropes, and then hits the nasty German. Love it. Got her nasty German in this match. We didn't get it at Top Town, so we got it here.
Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. Giulia hitting a beautiful butterfly suplex off the top rope. It was to Suzuki. And they both run at each other and hit forearm shots to each other and just both like drop. looked really good there. I really like that. Just the way those two, like they go to war with each other. They hate the hatred there. It's so like I believe it. I believe that these two just can't freaking stand each other, and I love it. It makes me want to watch them fight more and more and more. Maya gets like this inverted DDT and stunner combo to Seira and Suzuki, and then her and Giulia hit it's like double cross arm electric chair drop to Suzuki. They hit the sandwich drop kicks, and Mai Sakurai gets a 2 count on Suzuki. Seira with the springboard neckbreaker to Giulia, and Suzuki gets this half Nelson spin out face buster. Looked really good. Gets a 2 count. Then applies the Yokubari lock to. Or sorry, that was
that was a
the spin out
submission
face
finish.
to Mai. As the end, and she gets a Yokubari lock to Mai Sakurai, and Mai just has no choice, and she just has to tap out.
Again, well, she was tied up. She couldn't go anywhere. She couldn't fight, and Giulia couldn't get to her.
Yeah, absolutely phenomenal match. What do you think? Did you enjoy it? I really enjoyed this one.
Oh, heck yeah! Suzuki is in it. Anything that this woman is in, I'm enjoying. She again another one that I'm like, she's so marketable, so marketable to a North American audience. I mean, something that I wrote down that I thought would be a brilliant idea: bring Suzuki and Maki Ito to GCW and have them have a straight up Japanese style death match. I hate the death matches. But man, the North Americans here, you guys are savage. Absolute savages. You love your blood. And if you love your blood, you're going to love Suzuki. I mean, I even wrote down, she's showing signs in this match on her back and her arms and her legs of a recent match. You could see little cuts, little scratches, little things all over her. And she just loves it. I feel like she's one of those people who just loves the pain. And hey, it makes for some great entertainment. It does. I mean, her nasty suplex. There was that. What does she do on the apron there? I wrote down something about her doing something to Giulia on the apron. Maybe not.
The only apron thing I remember is in the main event. So
maybe that was it. Top rope suplex. Giulia pulled on Suzuki. Was insane. That little underhook.
The butterfly suplex, yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Maya reversing the tequila sunrise.
Yeah.
What the frick? No. Nay. Did not like that. When she did that, I was like, how dare you?
She got moves. She's got moves.
Yeah, and she's gotten so good. I remember when I first started watching. I mean, she for me was the most underwhelming wrestler in Stardom, and now she's kind of like risen to be one of my top 10 favorites. It's insane how much work that she has put in. Yeah. After the match, I kind of agree with Suzu. You lost. You're not the ladyship tonight. You're the loser. Shut up.
It's a losership, yeah.
Yeah. So I was a little like, what you doing? Why did you get to have the last word over the person who just pinned you?
Yeah,
or submitted you. That didn't make sense to me. I do enjoy Mai Sakurai's promos though, but again, I didn't think she should have had the privilege of doing one tonight because she lost.
I did really like it though. So Mike tries to take the mic. Suzu takes it from her. Says, "You have a lot of balls to get on the mic after you lost." Says some other stuff and says that her and Mai Sakurai are tip top in one of the top teams going. And they can pick up some belts here and start and like stares down the artist title on May's shoulder.
It's kind of, I mean, Prominence wasn't technically really a part of Stardom, right? They were just kind of that affiliate. What's the word I'm looking for? Freelance. They were the freelance.
Yeah, freelance. Yeah.
Yeah. So like now the Suzu has kind of stepped away from Prominence and like May obviously doesn't kind of have anything that she belongs to. I can understand why they would want to challenge for that, but who's going to be their third?
Gotta find another freelancer.
Who in there? I mean,
Don't know yet.
could we not
Willow
say?
Nightingale. I don't know.
I wouldn't
Just
object to that, but the first person who came to my head was Yuna Mizumori.
Oh, you
But
know
she
what
has
adds?
teamed with these two before.
Dude, that team would be awesome.
Yeah, because you kind of got the best of all three kind of things in there, where you have that high speed ability of Seira, then you have that just in the middle, just toughness, just striking, just brutality of Suzuki, and then you have the power of Yuna Mizumori. That would be a pretty unstoppable team. Because I love DDM and I love seeing my Sakurai, Thekla, and Giulia as artist startup champions, but they do lack that straight up power part of the team. And could that be the part missing that costs them their titles eventually?
Yeah, and playing off the Power Passion Pineapple, you could have fast murder pineapple.
Ooh. I mean, that's a name. And I'm not going to lie, at this point, it's a straight up Japanese team name because, like, we got Great Heel Bash, Dream Watch Saint.
Who's Great Bash Heel?
I don't even know.
Still doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
So my Sakurai does get the mic back, tells her Suzuki to shut up and calls her a commoner. And then Mai says hello to all you commoners came to this Your Ladyship perform today. I lost, so it's liquor today. You commoners should be careful not to drink so much. Then she drops the mic and leaves.
She's not lying. Too much alcohol is bad for your health.
Yeah. Anything else on this one? Or are we good?
No, that was all.
Let's go. Fast Murder Pineapple. Let's bring the team in.
Fast Murder Pineapple.
Okay, so
and our manager is Minoru Suzuki.
Sure. That sounds awesome. So we are going into a 5-on-5 elimination tag match. It's Queen's Quest Azumi, Lady Z, Miyu Amasaki, Sai Kamitani, and Utami Hayashi. That's a lot of letters. Versus the way to tie is Momo Watanabe, Natsuko Tora, Waka, Saki Kashima, and Starlight Kid. So it's a 5-on-5 elimination match. No touch rules, which means lucha style tag. You can just come if your partner leaves, you can come in. You don't have to tag in and out. Elimination occurs via pinfall, submission, disqualification, and over the top rope sent to the floor. Again, they actually put rules up. That is very rare, very, very rare for starting to put rules up on a complicated match. Mm-hmm. I'm really hoping there's rules for whatever the cage matches are going to be on the show from the 25th.
I think for the elimination style cage matches, it's one of those things where everyone has to escape. Like, everyone is in the cage, and the last one in the cage is the loser.
Yeah, that sounds stupid.
So what I understand from, because the show's already happened, I already know the result. From what I understand, the last person in the cage in this particular bout will be made factionless. So they will be kicked out of their faction.
Let's hope it's Utami Hayashishida.
I'm not going to spoil it for you.
I know the ending. But yeah, so we get into this. Utami attacking, and everybody just starts brawl during her intro, and there's a giant brawl on the floor. Lady C and Azumi get tossed into the chairs. Maruka's hitting Lady C with an umbrella. It was really I think she took a fan umbrella and started hitting Lady C with it. It was great.
Kashima, yeah.
Oh no, it was Waka hitting Lady C.
I didn't see Lady C. I saw it when Kashima actually had her own fan. Like, she took one of the fans that actually had Kashima Saki's face on it, and she started.
No. I mean, like, Waka took a fan's umbrella. And started hitting Lady C.
Oh, I thought you meant like a fan, because that was what Kashima did.
She took a fan's umbrella.
Oh, yeah. At this point, like, we know that this is what Oedo Tai does, though. They like to utilize props from everything and everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Shenanigans.
Yeah, Utami and Azumi, they hit the angle slam head kick combo to Ruaka, and Queen's Quest hits a 5-person drop kick to Ruaka. And like, just come on, 5-person drop kick. That's a little mean. A way to tie hit the 5 people in a row corner splash to Azumi, and Ruaka gets a fisherman suplex to Azumi for 2. Ruaka ends up slamming Azumi into the corner when she's in the octopus, and then goes for a power bomb out of the corner. But Azumi ends up reversing into La Mystica and turns it into an Azumi sushi and eliminates Ruaka.
Hmm. What you didn't mention before was the butt slap that Tora was doing on Utami. These two really hate each other, and I kind of love it.
Oh, I live for it. It was great. It's great.
Hmm.
Um, Triple kick in the corner by Queen's Quest, and Lady C hits a lariat and then follows up with another lariat to Momo Watanabe, but only
Momo.
gets 2. Momo ends up getting kicked to the head of Lady C, and Starlight Kid dives from the top to Queen's Quest on the floor. So I thought, wait, is Starlight Kid eliminated? But she wasn't, because again, it made no goddamn sense to me. Even though she went up to the top and dove to the floor. Isn't that over the top?
Did someone pick her up?
I no, I guess not. But again, I thought it was too.
I don't know.
And Momo hits the Deadeye. Saki hits the top rope double stomp. Tora hits the Swanton. And then Momo hits the Peach Thunder to Lady C and eliminates Lady C. Momo follows it up with Sai Kamatani in the ring and smashes her with this huge Uranagi. Looked like she crushed her with that. Tora gets a cannonball to Saya Kamatani at one point. And then Utami gets in there. They're all brawling. Utami and Saya Kamatani, they climb up to the top. They climb from the inside to sit on the top rope. And this is where Tora and Momo get their bat and pipe and smack them. And those two fall to the mat. And then they get Tora and Momo to the apron. So Utami picks up Momo. Tora picks up Saya. And they just yeet them to the floor, eliminating those two. And then out of nowhere, Starlight Kid and Sasaki Kashima drop kick Utami off the apron, eliminating her. And then Azumi and Miyu Misaki drop kick Tora off the apron, eliminating her. So we're down to the final 4. Again, Azumi and Starlight Kid have just this great little high speed bout, just going flying, just great stuff. Miyu and Azumi double teaming Starlight Kid, and Azumi getting a beautiful PK, but only gets a 2. Starlight Kid getting the 619, and her and Saki hitting the double bulldog. Starlight Kid gets a fisherman suplex bridge to Azumi, but only gets 2. Starlight Kid ends up hitting a Michinoku try. Her and Miyu Amasaki end up on the apron. And before I go that, Miyu's pendulum DDT just like rivals Kevin Knight's. It rivals Kevin Knight's, definitely. Not as high and flashy because he's taller and longer, but looks great. So
he also only does it on one person.
Yeah, she did a double, which was absolutely great. So she tries her tornado DDT, but ends up getting sent over the top to the apron. And this is where Azumi comes and picks up Starlight Kid and dumps her over the top onto the apron. So Starlight Kid hits the Michinoku driver on the apron and to Miyu, and Miyu falls to the floor, getting eliminated. But then Azumi comes up and just drop kicks Starlight Kid right off. So it comes down to Azumi and Saki Kashima. I'm thinking, okay, Azumi's winning this because she's going to get her revenge on Saki Kashima for taking her title. That's where that's really what I thought was going to happen here.
Same.
Lots of crazy roll-ups between them. Azumi gets Azumi Sushi, but only gets 2.9. Superplex by Azumi, and the buttsuck kick again. But again, Saki Kashima kicks out of that 2.9. So Azumi goes to the top, hits the top rope double stomp, but again, Saki kicks out at 2.9. She cannot pin this girl. I'm thinking, what the fuck is going on? And Saki gets the Kishikase, but only gets 2. Then they just start rolling each other up. And Azumi gets Azumi Sushi, but she reverses Azumi Sushi into another Kishikase. And Saki Kashima gets the win for her team. Oedo Tai coming out victorious in that she's the sole survivor. If you want to go Survivor Series style on this, I thought really fun main event.
I agree. I agree. I thought it was, I thought the same thing you did. I thought that this was going to be Asmi picking up vengeance on there, but this also
Mhm.
kind of like it gives away to Ty a little bit of bump going into this cage match.
Mhm.
Um, Cash Misaki is just she's known for her resiliency. She might be that teeny tiny skinny little girl, but like she's like Leo Rush. She just don't go down.
No.
She's very, very hard to keep down. And if you play the NJPW Strong Spirits game, you'll know that because that's one of her moves. Her one, I think it's actually called resiliency, and it allows you to kick out 50% more in a pin. And it's like it makes sense. She is very, very talented. I really enjoy seeing her. You actually mentioned literally
Mhm.
everything that I wrote down.
Well, that's a good thing because we're seeing the same things. So we'll get to the aftermatch. So Tora gets the mic, says, "Do you remember calling us weak?" And she calls them weak. She says her and Utami used to fight really hard, but then she says that Azumi's saying that she's worried about Utami. She's saying that nobody in her team looks up to her anymore, like of Utami, and that Queen's Quest is falling apart. June 25th is almost here. Can you make up with all of your teammates? And at this rate, you're gonna lose that match again, like really like pushing the fact that Utami does not have control, does not have that ability to like lead her team, or then Tora just drops the mic, walks out of the ring, and like Utami ends up leaving on her own too. On
Mm,
top of it all, like it's really getting it like. Is this the end of Queen's Quest? It's this real like
mhm.
story that they're building. It's like, will Queen's Quest implode? That's the real question they're asking right now.
I'm just hoping they get some better music. I'm not the biggest fan of their theme music. I would definitely prefer that they come out to Utami's song Crusade because gosh dang, I just love that song. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It really does look like Utami has lost control of Queen's Quest. I mean, they have no gold right now. They literally have no gold. Can't even say the same about Oedo Tai because they got Kashima now. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's very unfortunate. But I don't think that Utami lacks the leadership because she still has a pretty solid faction, and her
Mm.
faction is still behind her pretty solidly. I mean, can we say the same for Cosmic Angels?
Not really.
No. So, arguably, wrong person to be saying that to you, but
Mm-hmm.
I think that this is the little pep talk that Utami probably needs going into that 25th show. Um, Interested to see how that kind of panders out there for Queen's Quest. I wouldn't like to see them leave. I personally think that they're one of the more I don't want to say flamboyant because that's not really what it is, but like they're the ones that have those big fancy robes with all the like the
Mm.
Okada, not the now Okada, the like old Okada, the original Rainmaker Okada, where he came out with the glitz and the feathers and the tassels and everything kind of hanging, like the dingly dangly stuff hanging off of everything. And that's what Queen's Quest is. They have those amazing robes. They're known for that just regal elegance. Um,
Mm.
I don't want to see that leave because then we won't have anything like that. I think the closest thing comparable to that would be God's Eye, Powerpuff Girls.
So
And
what you're saying is you want money coats for all Queen's Quest?
I mean, they all have money coats. The
No,
only one
like
I
the
think who
Okada money
doesn't
coat.
is Miyu,
No,
because
the
even Hina
Okada
has a
money
fancy
coat.
coat.
Like he literally has the money coat. It's all
Oh
like
no, no,
dollar
no, 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 no,
bills.
no, no, no. We don't need the cheap bathrobes for them. No, no. I want the glitz and the glamour, the old Okada. I
Yeah,
want those robes to
yeah. We want
stay.
old Kata.
We do. I mean, I want heel turn Okada, but that's a whole different show, whole
Mm.
different thing that we need to talk about, Andre, on another show. Not on
Yeah, and that
Stardom.
we'll be returning about that in about a week and change time because there's not a
Hmm.
and if you are looking to get our thoughts on the Forbidden Door show, you can go over to our friends at OLE. I see I'm learning transitions here, Mal. You can check our friends over at OLE at twitch.tv/OurLocalEstablishment. Find them on Instagram and TikTok at OLE Podcast. And you can find the replay at youtube.com/@OurLocalEstablishment. It's myself, Melball. It's Lauren Goodnight, and it's Bobby Munson. The four of us just chatting. I show up in the last 3 matches of the review because I went to
at
the
least you
bar to watch
showed.
this. And I showed up. I rushed home to make sure I was
You
part of
showed
this.
up, my friend. That's more than some of my dates.
See, I'm pretty reliable.
Bazinga.
No, but like it was absolutely again an absolutely incredible show from AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Highly recommend you check that out and check out the review of it because we love talking about it. If you want to hear what we thought about that show, please check that out over there. A lot of other great content from us. You can check out youtube.com/@backbreakervideo. You might be watching us there right now. Lots of great content there with all Mike's stuff going on there and all the great stuff he does at Backbreaker Gaming at youtube.com/@backbreaker_gaming and all his live content at twitch.tv/Mike the Ref.
I've been taking in a lot of Mike's gaming recently. I just finished watching some of his Major League Baseball stuff that he was playing earlier, and I watched him and Kayla J playing this fun little game. I don't know what it was, but man, they were having a doozy of a time getting through all of those.
It Takes Two. That's what they're playing.
That's the one, yes. It was really fun to watch them. They were having a good old time, struggling a few hours with that. I loved it. Go and watch Mike.
And then for me, you can find me on Twitter, Mastodon Hive at that Canada guy, or at that Canada guy, Instagram at that Canada dude. Find me on the Andre Melball Wrestling Talk Facebook page right up there. You can also find me find myself over on OLE every Wednesday or Thursday. It's kind of depending right now with my work schedule. This one will be coming out probably on Thursday. That's Marvel Talk. We'll be talking Secret Invasion episode 2 because we're going to record that really late night for me. For Ed, early morning, like 1 a.m. for him. It'll be like 11 for me. Like, once I get home from work. So that's good. We're talking about that tomorrow night, and then it'll come out on Thursday. So you check that out. Mel, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow a Melball, you can follow me on Twitter at Collins Melball. You can follow me on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Mastodon at Melball Collins. You can also find me in the same Facebook fan page, Andre Melball's Wrestling Talk. And you can catch me on Our Local Establishments programming, Paramindful. We're going to be releasing an episode, not next week, but the week after. We're finally going to be talking about the Canadian wilderness and Canadian urban legends, and mostly Bigfoot, I think, because I like Bigfoot. Why not? You can also catch me on Astro Pizarro's YouTube show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase, which we are going to be pre-recording in the next couple of days and dropping on Friday because Astro Pizarro is going to be out of town this weekend. She's going to be busy in Miami for a wrestling convention. She's doing a panel there. She's being brought in as a guest. She's our superstar, the beautiful natural there.
What show is that?
What show is that?
What is the show at? If anybody that happens to be watching us wants to see you there, what is the show, the convention she's doing?
I don't have it in front of me, my guy. Do you?
I thought you did. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't. Hold on. We'll find it. Get on Astra's Instagram. Follow her. You can find it.
Yeah, check her out over on her Instagram. You can find her there. Florida SuperCon. I pulled it up. Florida SuperCon. You can find our good friend Ash Pizarro there if you want to see her in person, I guess.
Oh, Andre Melball's Wrestling Talk. We are just so professional here.
You know it. Most professional Japanese and wrestling podcast in the game from 2 white Canadians, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shenanigans. Andre, do you have anything else to say to the beautiful people?
No, I just want to say if you want to check out Stardom, you can check out down below in the description. You get stardom-world.com, and you can get it for 999 yen, or about 750 Canadian, or as we can say, 10. Well, it's 750 right now. But yeah, you can check that out there. I guess Miss Melball's usually called, but I thought of it, so I figured I'd do it.
Yeah. Well, you caught me off guard with the Astrid shit. Jeepers. It's late. Melball's having a bad day. She just wants
And
to
I
go to
want to
bed.
play video games, so we're gonna get out of here.
And that being said, everyone, I am your Melball. Over there is Andre. I got the right direction. We will see you next time. Mwah!